Let's get more on that story. Joining me now is Alan Jones. He's a correspondent for the Press Association who's actually interviewed Julian Assange several times. Many thanks for joining us. Julian Assange is calling this UN finding a victory. Is it a victory, given it's not legally binding in any way, and he's still stuck in the Ecuadorian embassy?
He very much is still in the embassy, yes. He gave a brief statement this morning to a press conference in central London via Skype. So it's clear that he won't be leaving the embassy any day soon. It really depends who you talk to. So he and his legal advisors are absolutely clear that this ruling by this UN body that should be accepted by the UK government, should be binding. But the UK government and the Swedish government have both made it very clear this morning that they don't regard it as binding, and they are not going to change their position. So there's still an arrest warrant out for Julian Assange, which means he won't be leaving the embassy.
He has a lot of support at the end of the day. He's been described as charismatic. You've met him. Tell us a bit about him. How did he get to this position?
Well, yeah, it's a very long saga. He's been in the embassy for 3.5 years. Before that, he was under house arrest. Before that, he was in prison, all as a result of allegations made in Sweden several years ago. I would say when it first broke, he was, a bit of a hero. I mean, probably still is to many people, and should be to journalists because of the work he does with WikiLeaks. They unearthed some incredible stories, secret tapes. But I think there has been a bit of a steady drip kind of against him in recent years, partly because of the way he's tried to be seen to be trying to avoid being questioned about this, the fact that he's sought asylum, the length of time that it's gone on. Yes, I have interviewed him. He's a very serious, studious, talented journalist, really, and it is having an effect on him. His health isn't brilliant. He's inside. He hasn't been outside at all for 3.5 years. And I think, he's thoroughly fed up with it all. He just wants to go.
OK, Alan, really good to get your perspective there. Alan Jones, a correspondent for the Press Association, who has interviewed Julian Assange a few times.